Good morning. Good morning. What is one of the surprising ways that you are staying stuck? That's what we're going to talk about today. What can you do about this kind of shocking thing that you probably do all the time and it's become such a habit that you're not even realizing it? So, what is it? This is one of the 5 blind spots that is holding you back from having every single thing that you want in your life. Ready? It's your delusional denial. I know it seems kind of a little harsh, but let me ask you, have you ever had those days where people say, "Hey, how's it going, Sally?" And you're like, everything's fine, but inside, you're thinking, oh my God, everything's not fine. Everything's not fine. I feel stuck. I feel worried. I feel anxious. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like disgusted that I'm not following through on my goals. And so we keep this up. We have that just automated response. Everything's fine. Everything's good. No problem. How you doing? No problem. One of the things that we have been talking about, if you've been following this series, and if you have been following this series, thank you. Put in the comments below, hashtag Blindspots, hashtags fears. We've been talking about the 5 blind spots and 5 fears that are holding you back from having everything. Put in the comments below if you want to have that fear assessment tool. I'll just send it to you so you can start looking at how are you showing up. Start analyzing your fear of judgment. Start looking at what are you thinking. What's your attitude about your own fears, about your own worries? So the 5th one that we've been so these are the ones we've talked about just in case you're like, yes, I missed that. And I want to know what they are. Ready? Fear of judgment. Like, how often are you stopping yourself, holding yourself back because you're afraid of the good opinion of other people who frankly have no idea what your really big goals are? Fear of judgment, fear of success. What does that look like? How have you defined success, or have you? Does it look like a lot of hard work? So if you can relate to that, say hard work, and I'm going to send you that fear assessment tool. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of judgment, asking for permission. This is a big blind spot that we talked about. And again, if you want the series, just say, send me the series, and I will send you all of these trainings. I'll just send you the link, and you can go right to it and find those solutions. How often are you asking permission? And maybe permission sounds like, well, what do you think? Is this a good idea? Can I have a housekeeper? Can I go on a vacation? Can I hang out with my girlfriends? Can you watch the kids for me? Can I start a business? What do you think of my brand colors? What do you think of my... You're asking permission. You're asking other people to validate you as opposed to you validating yourself. And we talked about how this is a habit. See, in that fear breakthrough workbook I want to send to you, so just put it in the link below saying, yes, fear workbook. It's going to teach you how to do an assessment of your thinking, of your judgment, of your fears, so that you can be in tune of it. Because in this 5th one that we're talking about today, delusional denial, the issue becomes that you are not even conscious, you're not even aware that you've created this habit of pretending everything's fine, of having that someday. Look, someday's today, girl. Someday is today. And part of the denial is because it's scary. Of course, change is scary. Going for your big dream is scary, right? We talked about this with fear of failure. Like, if you go for it, oh my God, and you fail, what are people going to think? What are you going to think about yourself? Or maybe, the fear of failure is like you don't even start because all the other times that you've started and you've done something, you've just beaten yourself up brutally. Like I call it like the ass kicking machine. How do we stop that? It's the same with this autopilot of everything's fine. How are you doing today? Great. And I'm not saying, Cheryl, you're down and dirty all the time. That's not what I'm saying. It's about you recognizing when you're in this process. So let me tell you a couple signs that you're in delusional denial. One of the 5 blind spots holding you back from having everything is this automated everything's fine. This automated sense of it's good enough. This thinking that, I shouldn't want more, or I don't need more, or it's okay, or it's good enough, or I live in a nice house. Well, I shouldn't be complaining. Other people are poor. I have money. This back and forth. And the denial, my friend, the denial is denying what you really want. It's not just like everything's fine. It goes deeper. Everything's fine, but it's really not. The denial is denying your true soul's purpose, your heart, your calling, your longing, your craving, that thing that's inside of there that's screaming to want to get out. You're denying that part of yourself. So today, I put in here your fear breakthrough workbook. I will send it to you. And today, what I want you to do is start thinking, how many times are you on autopilot with the response, with denying your true wants and desires? So here's to you overcoming those blind spots and those fears. If you want the whole series on these 5 blind spots and fears with these short little videos, say yes, send me the videos. And I'll just send you a page on my website. Boom, they'll all be right there. Or my YouTube channel. Boom, they'll all be right there for you. I will talk to you next time. And here's to you experiencing the regret-proof life. So you have more power and more control than you're realizing. And that's when you're saying that denial, when you're denying your true calling, you're denying the reality that you can have everything that you want in this life. This is Mary Bicknell, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.